All right, today we're going to take a look at what happens when your hero gets captured and what to do and sort of what happens next. If your Citadel level is 15 or higher, your hero can be captured. If your Citadel level is 20 or higher, your hero can be captured and banished. And just get ready because this is going to happen to you eventually. I think it happens to everybody, even the biggest players in the games. And I've had it happen a few times where, I mean, literally like 10 minutes before I woke up in the morning, the hero was captured. Somebody was burning me, and it was just like if I just woke up a little bit earlier, I could have stopped it from happening. That's happened to me like 4 times. This latest one, I wasn't even at work or asleep. I was just busy in another account, messing around with some stuff, and this big player teleported in next to me. I'm away from my hive right now because it got there was just too much heat over there, and he still teleported in next to me, even though I was really the only good target in the area, and just started swinging. And you can see in the beginning, it was going quite well. I was kicking a lot of ass. I've got pits. I did not have my sentinel gear on because I wasn't prepped for an attack. But if somebody has a million troops and they just keep swinging, eventually they're gonna beat you down, and that's what happened. So I won the first 24 attacks, and then it took like a dozen after that. Massive defeat. Hero was captured by the enemy. And so on your main screen, up your little hero profile, he's behind bars and looking sad. And then on the hero page, they throw some bars on there. And so here's your options: message the capturer, march and rescue, or set a bounty. And bounties, in my experience, are just a complete waste of time and gil. So you see, this guy has my hero, and someone has a captured hero if they have that little red emblem over their empire. And then I think those are supposed to be stacks of gil on top of that. To me, they look like teeth, but that indicates that people have set bounties on their heroes. And you can tap on their empire, check out the heroes that have been captured, and you also see the total bounty that's been set. So one of the first times my hero got captured, uh, I was pissed off, and I was saving for a large research at the time, and I had a huge stack of gil, or what seemed like a huge stack of gil at the time, and I set a 35 million gil bounty on my hero. The thing is, like the guy that has mine now, he's over C30. There's a very limited amount of people that could actually attack him and free my hero and collect that bounty. And the people that have the power to do that, even if you set 30 million, 50 million gil, whatever it is, that's nothing to them. They just don't care. Um, and then once the hero was released, that bounty just disappears. I kind of expected it would be refunded to me if nobody collected it, but no, it's just gone. So it was just a big waste of gil for me. March and rescue is very likely not going to be a good option for you since you just got beat down, and usually it's a much stronger player than you. If you're a pay-to-win player, by all means, spend a few $100, train a whole bunch of troops, and go kick butt and get your hero back. About the best thing you can do is message the capturer. I've done this. This guy, I've seen that he's active. Recently, he was sending out a bunch of scouts, and he hasn't replied to my message. Which is kind of a jerk thing to do. You could at least reply and tell me to go to hell or whatever. I'm keeping your hero. But I've had good luck messaging the capturer. One of the first times it happened, right when I got to C20, I knew C20 is an attractive target. I said, "Hey man, good show. That was neat to see how powerful those T4s are, but it was a bit of a mismatch, don't you think?" And I got a little bit of a banter going back and forth, and they said, "Hey, you know what? You're pretty cool," and they released the hero. So that can happen as well. Also had the opposite, where I messaged a guy and was just rather rude to him and said, "Hey, would you mind just effing off?" And then he sent back an insult, and I sent back an insult. He sent back an insult that actually made me laugh out loud. So I wrote back, I said, "All right, man, that was actually pretty funny." And then after that, he wrote back and said, "Well, it's nice to see there's someone with some maturity around here. I'll release your hero," which baffled me because I was not being mature at all. So if your hero is captured and you are somewhere between C15 and 19, you're not C20 yet, honestly, just don't worry about it. Nothing's going to happen. A lot of times that the capturer will go ahead and release them after a little while anyway, because there's no benefit to the Empire holding heroes. It doesn't give you any kind of boost. You don't benefit from the hero's gear or anything like that. And that's another thing. Whatever gear your hero was wearing when he was captured, you still have it. When he comes back, he's still got it, and you're good to go. It's really just an annoyance more than anything else. If they really want to be a jerk, they can keep the hero for the entire counter, which I think is usually between 2 and 3 days, depending on your prison level. And it just kind of sucks because you can't go hunt monsters. You can't get hero boosts on your marches. But all in all, you don't really lose anything. Just time. You can't gen as much loyalty without hunting the monsters. If there's cool monster events going on, you can't participate, and that kind of sucks. But really, you don't lose anything. So don't panic. Don't get all mean and rude on the email. Just message them, see if you can get them back. If you can't, just wait. You'll get them back. Now, if you're C20 and over, there is benefit to those empires to banishing your hero. And you can see at the top, mine is time till banishment, about 12 and a half hours to go. He's going to keep this hero and banish him, because when you banish heroes, you do get boosts for your empire that last a day. Attack boost, hit point boost, things like that. So if you're over C20, people are very keen on getting your hero so they can banish them and get those boosts. Now, you can get your hero back even if it's banished. I want to go to the guild store. And we have this rescue stone. It's a lot of loyalty, 260,000. But you can buy one, get your hero back. Still has all his experience, still has all his gear. And I actually wanted that to happen the first time, to use that, because it completes a quest and it gets you a 7-day Empire barrier, which is a pretty nice bubble. I'm going to use that in between Christmas and New Year's, I think, just so I have the ability to completely unplug if I want to and take a little vacation. So that's the deal. You can see in your, what is it, the graveyard over here. I haven't banished any heroes. I'm cool. I lost one. He was at level 34. Now, if you don't want to use a rescue stone, you will have the opportunity to start a new hero. And based on your hero monument, you will retain a lot of your experience, so you don't have to start from scratch. See, it's the first column, hero experience retention. That's what that means. 65%. So when this guy gets banished and I start a new hero, I still got 2/3 of my experience. So all in all, it's really not that big of a loss. So if your hero gets captured, don't panic. You're probably going to get him back. If you're over C20, try to get him back. Try to be cool. Message him. Remind him, hey, this is a game, trying to have some fun. Any chance I can get the hero back? And the guy that has mine right now even offered to trade some T3 resources because I can't use them. And he's just not writing back, so I'm getting banished. But don't panic. Just wait. You're really not going to lose much. Just time. And bounties, pretty much, in my opinion, a waste. March and rescue, not going to be a great option unless you can get your guild behind you. and do a bunch of rallies and free your hero.